Fuel Esports has a lot of student staff and players, but other than watching their sick clips on stream, we don't really know too much about them. My name is Joshua Chen, also known as Boo, and for my rest of the time here, I'm going to be interviewing some of the key players that have been involved in Fuel throughout the years. Stay tuned as we have staff, players, and captains talk about how they got started at Fuel and how they've shaped Fuel throughout the years.
Anything for him to really go for.
Build it up.
I think I also
Dragons,
keep
put a
trying
bubble
to
to test
Wait, you lose. Wait, I win. Wait, no, I don't.
Wait,
Wait,
double kill?
wait, double kill. I win. I won the game. Let's won.
Let's go!
Let's go!
No! That was yo, we were so depressed 2 seconds ago.
Welcome back to another interview. My name is Boo. This time I am joined by
Santi.
Hi, Santi. So, Santi, how did you get started at Fuel?
How I got started with Fuel, I don't know. I've been here for a while now, and I didn't try out for any of the teams, but I did stay in the Fuel room a lot during when it first came open to like open play. I had an enjoyable time in there, and then I tried out for some teams, and then from there I just stuck around with Fuel.
Yeah, and I feel like you're one of the ones that spend a lot of time in the Fuel room, one of the regulars, I would say. Can you tell me about like why you spend so much time in there, or like, is there a reason?
I usually have a decent amount of breaks between classes,
Mm.
so I usually just spend my time there than doing anything else, to be honest. Sometimes I'll have like a 3-hour class and an hour break, and I'm like, wow, that's a time for like a league game. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, one time for one league game. I got time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is fun because I usually don't want to. You can't go back home usually,
Mhm.
especially my bus right now is like
Yeah.
an hour back, so it takes forever to get back home. So I'd
Yeah.
rather just stay on campus and stuff. Even like 2-hour breaks, just stay on campus and just chill and play games.
Yeah, and since you spend like a good amount of time there, do you feel like you've made a bunch of your friends through the Fuel room?
I will agree. Most of my friends are through the Fuel room, honestly. Being there for an ungodly amount of time does make it seem like, yeah, you find friends there, you make a bunch of friends, and yeah, good time.
Yeah. And can you remind me, how many teams are you playing for this year?
This semester I played for 3 teams.
Mhm.
I subbed for League. I played on the ACAD team for Overwatch, and I was on the TFT team for this semester.
Yeah. So, how do you balance like playing that many games? Because I know you play like a bunch of other games on the side as well, like Valorant or something.
How did I balance that? That is a great question. You asked me. Good question. It was a hard time trying to figure out when time to play what other games. Usually, I just played whatever game was like coming up. So I'm like, oh, TFT is coming up. Okay, gotta play that
Mhm.
instead. League's coming up. Oh, guess I gotta play League again. And then that's how I usually balance it out
Mhm.
to the best of my capabilities. And obviously, I'm studying in between there.
Yeah. Take
Make
your
it-
school seriously.
Take school seriously, guys.
Yeah, and so like, do you feel like, have you ever thought about just like focusing on one game specifically, or has that never been an option?
That usually happens when I don't know, when I've in my zone or like I feel like, oh, I'm actually getting better at this game. So I'm like, oh, let's stick with this game for a while. And then I'm like, oh, I'm playing bad now. So I'm like, okay, next game.
Okay.
Then you just move on, you know.
And it just keeps.
It keeps like
rotating.
it's rotating between the 3 same games,
Yeah.
TFT, Overwatch, League, and you just go back in a circle until one day I'll get good in one of them, you know.
Yeah, and I'll ask you about TFT this year because it is like a newer, or this is the first year that we've had a Fuel TFT team. So what has kind of gone into, I guess, starting that?
Well, first off, as obviously, the first thing you have to do is have enough interest for it, which obviously we were talking about it last semester where we just didn't have enough players. And then this semester, we had more than like 5 people showed up and it was like, oh, that's enough to make a team. So we decided to make a team and boom, there,
Mhm.
we had a team for it. And it was like, actually, I had loads of fun when we played in the Fuel room. Honestly, just the vibes we have, it's honestly fun. Everyone just, especially since I'm in the same division as 3 of my other teammates, so
Mhm.
we're all competing against each other as well. And then we all made the finals is actually kind of sick.
Yeah,
So now we're playing for that now, so it's kind of cool.
yeah. And then I'll ask you this because like for other competitive games you play like Overwatch, League, or Valorant, it's kind of like a big switch to play TFT because you're going from like a very heavy team game into a game that you're just playing by yourself.
Yes, it does change a little bit because like now, yeah, like all the skill comes to like, yeah, it's just me me like from like yeah like a team based game versus a solo game is like going from like table tennis to like soccer. It's a different vibe, but like at the end of the day, how you perform, like whether it be in a like a solo game or a team game, does affect how you do. Like honestly, obviously, but like in a team based game, you more communication obviously happens in there. In a solo game, it's how much time and practice you've put into it, which happens in both. But like you get what I mean. I think
Yeah. And how many years do you have left? Or
this
it,
is my last semester.
this is
Actually,
your last semester?
yeah, I'm done after this one.
Dang.
Never coming back. I'm kidding.
Are you gonna miss your time here at Fuel?
I had a great time here with Fuel. I had a good time. Probably, honestly, helped me get through this college. Honestly, I probably would have been bored out of my mind
Mhm.
being here, and all the friends I made here would have been great. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it from me. Do you have any like special shout outs, anything you want to say, or anything we should know about Santi?
Anything about now, Santi? I don't know. Vote me for TFT. I don't know. Smile, and have a great rest of your day, guys.
Have a good one.